just not really doing anything. Kind of just sitting in bed, doing nothing. I watched all three of the Lord of the Rings. I watched the Shannara Chronicles. I recommend you don't watch it. It's terrible, but I watched it. I watched some Marco Polo and some X-Files. I don't know. That's literally all I've done the past 4 days. I've been off social media. My phone has been dead, and I think is still dead, and I just don't feel like plugging it in. Don't have a phone. Don't care. Thanks for the resub. So, a lot of you already know what happened. I'll try and give a full rundown and explain myself to the best I can. And I feel like once I explain myself to a logical thinker, it would make sense. But that's asking a lot, apparently, on the internet. Thank you, Blackfire, for the resub. That's asking a lot. So, I'm just going to mute resubs. Just going to turn that off. Okay, so let me pause that. There we go, pause. So what happened was, so my last stream was Pokemon Go. We were out playing Pokemon Go. And I think I had about 26,000 viewers at one point. Okay, I thought I paused this. That's weird. Hopefully I'll just close it. That'll work. Close it. 26,000 viewers or something around there. And it was actually going great. And then we decided we want to change locations. Okay, and so we were required to change the scene to hide the video and also hide the audio. You have to mute the stream. And we drove, I want to say it was about an hour total of driving to a different location because traffic was terrible and it was really bad. And I think my viewer count went from 26K to about 11,000 during that time. And it made me just feel really shitty. Really bad. And while we're in this car ride, at one point, apparently the audio wasn't muted completely. I don't know why. I guess it's a problem with the app because I literally hit the mute button. But if you turned it up really, really high, you could still hear the conversation. And during the car ride, there was a conversation where it was making fun of Mira and Josh OG. Everyone's saying the whole Mitch thing. All I did was call him dumb. I'll explain that later. Anyways, so to explain it all really sucks. Like really, really sucks. And I hate it was a personal conversation and it's so hard to explain to people that are so used to listening to YouTube videos and watching TV. And every time you hear someone say something in a video, you always take it like fully, right? But this you have to understand it wasn't meant to go on. So everything I said, I didn't feel like I had to give a validation towards it, because you also have to understand that there's 4 people in the car. No one was invested in the conversation at all. No one. We were all playing Pokemon Go, catching Pokemon, and it was just to fill the void of silence. I don't know why. I mean, it would have been better if we just listened to the radio. I don't know why we didn't, but it was like one of those type things. So at one point, oh God, this is so annoying. This is never meant to have been public. And what makes me more annoyed is most of the things said, besides the thing with Josh, was already public. Like, that's already public information, I guess you could say. So I'll start it from the beginning. So at the very beginning of the video, I don't think we did say bad things about Mira, and I'll explain why. I guess that might have been the most real thing in that whole video that was said, that actually you could take weight to it, I guess you could say. And I'm just going to be as honest as I possibly can to just say these things. So, I don't like Mira. Well, actually, right now I don't dislike her, but I don't like her. I don't hate her anymore. But I have no good memories or experiences with that girl at all. That's just the truth. Our first experience with Mira was she did a live stream, and she had a sub goal to cosplay as Leah, because I guess in her position she saw there's a lot of hate behind Leah and said, how can I profit off of this? And I put myself in her shoes. I guess she never thought she'd be in the position to hang out with us at all. Like, she'd never meet us, and that's bad. So that's the first experience with her. Second experience, the Archon house. I already talked on stream about this with Mitch. Like, this is already public information. That's why I feel like people just don't understand. This is already public. You do get that. You do understand. The Archon house, she was so rude and made everyone feel so uncomfortable, she had to be pulled aside and received a lecture. And then we left. So those are two experiences we had with that girl. Not very good. Not at all. Terrible, actually. And, from there on, Barrett was gone. But 6 months later, Mitch calls me up and says, hey, I'm with this girl, Mira. I like her, yada, yada, yada. We talk for like an hour about it. I tell him everything, in my opinion, everything about it. I don't bring it up on stream anymore. It's done. Listen, he likes her. That's fine. I get it. Then I'm going to shut the fuck up. Listen, dude, I'm probably wrong. And I'll even give her another chance. If Mitch wasn't involved, I would never give this girl another second of the light of day to try and just justify herself, ever. But Mitch likes her, so we'll do that. So I hung out with her, yada, yada, yada. I dealt with it and everything. And, she's just been shy and quiet in the back this whole time. And I'm sorry to say that when I'm in a car and someone asks about Mira and I'm not even paying attention to the conversation, the first thing that comes to my head are negative thoughts. The thing she said about Byron, that stuck with me. The Archon house has stuck with me. That one stream she's done has stuck with me. Other stories of other people telling me about it personally have stuck with me. That's what came in my head. That's why I said bad things about her. I'm sorry. I've hung out with her recently. She's not terrible. She's not. She's been very quiet, very shy. She's been okay. But that's why I said what I said about Mira. When it comes to Mitch and calling him dumb, this pisses me off the most, because a lot of viewers are taking this like it's crazy shit talking. Like, how could you do that? I called him dumb. And like I said, I didn't mean to call him dumb like a dumb person. I called him more dumb in a certain situation. And that situation is having sex with Mira without a condom and without birth control, coming inside of her and not immediately thinking you'll get plan B. Like, we had that conversation. And so in my head, yes, in that regard, Mitch is fucking dumb. And I'm sorry. And I guess I feel terrible that Mitch took it the wrong fucking way, right? And I actually really do feel bad, because Mitch really was hurt by that. And I called him, and he was really upset, and I felt terrible, because that's not what I meant by it. I didn't mean he was a low IQ human overall. He was dumb in that situation. Everyone's dumb in a situation every now and then. And then I feel terrible about Josh OG, because, like I said, you have to also remember that it's a very long car ride. I'm not focused on the fucking conversation at all. I am not invested in the conversation. I'm not. And so someone brings up Josh OG, and I spewed so much shit that even I know isn't real. For example, saying, yeah, he used to be a huge pothead because his name was the original weed. I don't know that. I don't know anything about that guy at all. At all. For the sake of just filling in the void of silence, I just mumbled shit. I don't know if that's true. So in this situation, sir, I guess I'm being dumb. I'm sorry. I'm being dumb. And I just said things I don't even know if they're true. Because the thing is, no one cared in that car ride. No one cared about that conversation. That's what's like really frustrating. No one cared. Emily wasn't invested. Billy wasn't invested. We were all mumbling to ourselves. It's just really sad. And I guess you can't really tell in the audio because it's like really quiet and then fucking blast it up and it makes everything just awkward and weird. But that's just the truth. And so it just stresses me out that it's like I can't even have a private conversation without it being scrutinized and just judged. It was never meant to be public, ever. Ever. I never planned on that being public. I never planned on having to fucking do this right now. And it just made me even more sad. Like, there's more things that just keep making me sad and sad and sad. That's why I've been gone. that people are trying to make this so much more than what it is. Like, people are trying to say, Byron, Chance talk shit about you. I never said Byron's name never even came up. Are you serious? Like, that never happened. And it's just, I guess it just makes me sad that, like, I know some of these viewers, these people that are tweeting, doing these things are actually, like, my viewers. And just, like, I don't know which has come to. It just made me really hate what I do for a living. Like, really, really, really fucking hate it. Like, I fucked up and I feel terrible. Yes, I do. I feel really bad that all this happened. Half the stuff I said I didn't mean. And when it comes down to the truth, like, Mitch specifically has done nothing but help me the past 2 weeks. It's nothing but been, like, one of my best friends for the past 2 weeks. And I just feel really bad. I guess when situations like that come up, I should only say good things about them because they deserve that. Like, Byron deserves that. Mitch deserves that. Ryan deserves... Like, they all deserve that for sure. So, I guess in that is where I'm just a bad person. And I feel bad about that. I guess. It's a matter of... I just feel like I'm almost no better than my viewers. In a sense. Because I look at Reddit. This is kind of off topic, but this is something that just made me really sad. I don't know why, but it did. I look at, like, Reddit... And I see people who watch my stream like 10 hours a day, constantly, always watching my stream. And then their post is something negative about me because it'll get more attention and will get more likes and it'll get more upvotes. And that's why they say it. And I just realize I'm just no better than that because in the sake of the conversation, rather than saying positive things about Mitch and Byron, it made a more interesting conversation. Or not just Mitch and Mira, sorry, not Mitch and Byron. It made a more interesting conversation to say negative things. And that just made me really sad. Like, really, really upset. I'm still really sad, and I don't think I'm going to stream. I think I'm literally just going to talk, do this, and maybe come back tomorrow. Because I'm just not in the mood to be on camera. Like, this, I'm really, really embarrassed right now that I'm having to do this. But I thought I should do it. I know it's going to be on some gay drama channel. I already got approached by Keemstar, which is just retarded. I told him no. He wanted to do an interview. No. Just to make everything worse. So I'm just really embarrassed. I'm just really sad. So that's an update. This really sucks. Yeah. This really sucks ass. I do feel bad. I personally apologized to Josh already. And I already publicly apologize as well. Same to Mitch. Not to Mira. I have not. And, I mean, it really sucks that this probably is going to taint any possible friendship that I could have ever had with her. I mean, it's fucking ruined. I don't know. So it's just like, fuck it. Right? But it is what it is. I mean, I have my feelings about Mira for a reason. I have validation. I had to fucking publicly say them because people kept judging me for having those opinions. But there you go. Alright.